Oh, hey, hi, hello, welcome on in. It is Tuesday, so that means we're playing Vampire the Masquerade. Uh, Episode 66, I believe. Let me check my sources. Yes, indeed, episode 66, titled The Beginning, dot, dot, dot. Um, we will go around the room, introduce who we're going to be playing, and we're going to have a question for the player instead of how your character is feeling. But so far, one of the most memorable moments of the Chronicle so far, and we will go ahead and start with Warren because I like putting Warren on the spot.
Yeah, it's a very common thing you do.
Mhm.
Hi, I'm Warren. I'm playing Carter. He's its Tremere. Favorite. I mean, the Chronicle has just been so much fun across the board, but absolutely the one that sticks out the most is Eva and Help's Not Coming. That will stick with me for the rest of my life for sure.
That's probably very fair. Next up, speaking of the devil you may or may not know, Eva.
Hey, I'm Hannah playing Eva Hill the Bruja, and there's a lot that has happened in this chronicle, and I've loved most every part of it. My favorite, I mean, we're going way back to the beginning, is when Dimitri blew up the whole rant and rave. On accident.
Allegedly on accident. Let that be confirmed.
That is true. I believe Dimitri, though.
Yeah, you would. Next up, you guys are just funneling this in perfectly. Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I play Dimitri the Ventru, and I would say probably the moment that kind of stands out most to me, just because of like the sheer level of like intensity, was when we went to the veterinarian clinic to fix Giovanni, and just all the way shit went sideways, and that was just like so good.
Indeed, it was. I can't lie that it was so horribly awesome on so many different levels. Next up, we have Rob.
Hi, I'm Rob, and I'm going to be playing Isaiah the Nosferatu. Obviously, a shorter chronicle for me, but I have to say it's been incredibly memorable so far. I think the most memorable bit to watch was the reuniting of Dimitri, Eva, Carter, and Michael. Just a very, very tense few moments.
I could definitely agree that it was tense in all the situations that even I didn't prepare for on purpose, because I was like, I don't know how this is going to go, because I don't know how they're going to handle this situation. And there's too much planning for too many different options of how many explosives could go off. And last but not least, we have Ian.
Oh, shoot. It's me. Hi, I'm Ian. I am playing Michael, the Ravnos. And it's been wild just since I've been around. It's kind of crazy that at this point we are well past me being here for more than half of this story. This is when I came into it, it felt very much like, oh, I guess I'm here now. But really one of the biggest ones that stuck out to me, I don't even think I was on the show yet. Well, I'm going to go with something for when I was on the show. I think it's probably the phone call that Michael made to Nessa that really kicked off the shit with the like the Pizza King and stuff like that. It was a great moment. It was a fun moment. I felt really bad doing it. Anytime I do like anything directly against the rest of the party, I feel awful as a person. But that's kind of just a big problem, I think.
Good. Exactly.
Yeah.
It just means you still have humanity left for me to destroy.
I'm the shitbag.
You said it, not me. Can we clip it, please? Thank you. Anyway, going into a little bit of a recap of what happened last week. it was an interesting week for interesting time, I should say, for Isaiah to go check in on some information that they needed to go and put in. But it was, well, a very interesting conversation as you guys went back to a gas station on the outskirts of the downtown area where I would like to think that this chronicle truly began. Underneath some new managers, you guys went and found what quote unquote the rave room that was hidden beneath the manager's office. And as Carter had to make sure that someone forgot that their presence was there, come to find out that maybe some deceit and some obfuscation was at work during Elysium. But overall, you guys continue to have an interesting and somewhat heated conversation as this not coterie began to really try to understand what everyone's end game was starting to show. Whether it was a violent end for some of the people, a removal of leadership, or a cross to be acquired. A few different perspectives were brought in. And you guys got to know Ashley a little bit more, as well as seeing herself and all of us, kindred, as a plague on society, and maybe the Second Inquisition are onto something as the quote-unquote cure for the disease that is the kindred kind. As you guys all decided that, yes, something at least had to change inside of Indy. The Camarilla could not be there because there is just too many ways that it could not be controlled. At the end of the conversation, or in the middle of the conversation, where we left the last part of the session last week, Ashley had to take a phone call, which you guys allowed her to go and take. And as she sort of left, she answered the phone and sort of went about her business. You guys were left alone, the four of you, in this little hidden room where we will pick up the scene once more.
Yep.
Also,
if I remember right, Ashley shut the door.
that's
right?
correct. She did shut it again, as well as a sort of housekeeping. You guys do get your willpower back. If you were missing any additional willpower, please make sure to refill your allotted willpower.
I'm part of the 4 willpower gang now. I've been rocking 3 this whole time. Like, let's
One
go.
of us. One of us. But yes, this.
And I know.
No, you go ahead, please.
I was gonna say, I know we had talked about Carter trying to reach out to Penelope and see what she thought about basically bringing Inner Circle Cam down on Indy to disempower the status quo. And the more I think about it, the worse that idea sounds. But Carter's gung ho for it because he's a little tilted right now.
No.
This tower is indeed tilted. But how would you like to contact Penelope? Whether through ritual or, I guess, do you have the stuff on you to be able to perform said ritual, or do you need to make it the old-fashioned way and use a cell phone?
Oh, a cell phone just seems so dangerous with the SI that are running about now.
I just asked these very important questions for no reason whatsoever. Don't mind me.
I know you better than that.
I'd hope so at this point.
Let me know.
Cool.
Yeah, I probably don't carry a silver bowl around with me. I'd like to pretend that I do, but I really don't think I do.
That's probably
Oh.
fair.
You think they sell one at 7-Eleven?
Of pure silver, probably not.
Can I check the trunk for that?
Yeah, sure. Intelligent plus
Hell yeah.
occult.
You know what? Like, you very well could have raided my study at some point while I was gone, so you might have it in.
Intelligence plus occult, you say?
Indeed, I did.
How's a 2 get you?
That's
my whole pool. I succeeded on my whole pool.
The mighty roll.
Bro, how is this like a core element of who you are? And you have 2 dice.
Well, that's because the cult was
for
in,
this
Normally
pool.
cold.
right, because it's
okay.
whatever they're checking for, it
I
sort
gotcha.
of correlates to the check.
And most of the time, it's like guns and tools and things that have been used to try to kill me with.
Let me
Fair enough.
check.
I love that. How is this a core to your character, but you're bad at it?
But you're like trash.
Could
It
you
almost makes it better.
right? Look up see if Trek the Trunk has a DC,
I don't think it does.
because it just reduces the preparedness, right?
Yes.
You know what? If blue can skidoo, I can too.
How dare you put yourself in the same level as Blue? How dare you?
Oh, what can I say? I think highly of myself.
It's alright, I think pretty highly of you too.
Oh, thanks.
Except when you're my game master, then you suck ass.
Well, you know, I've been called worse by better.
But you're always trying to kill us. And that's
Well.
what makes me mad.
I don't always.
So you have access to an armory or cache of tools and hardware. None of these items can exceed the value available to your character or to a character with resources 2. And common items found in the cache include sawed-off shotgun, rusty bolt cutters, etc. Take an additional 2 dots in the preparedness pool, which can be found on Core Book 410. For items within the resource band, losing car, haven, storage space reduces this until you build a new stash.
2 hits, I'll allow it. You have a pure silver bowl for some reason.
Because you never know when you're going to need it. This is why you always check the trunk, guys. I'll just... Is this what you're needing? Does this work? So I pull this out of the duffel bag.
Do I recognize it? Is that one of mine?
It's
or
not.
Is
Absolutely it is.
Oh, it is. Sure.
I mean, we weren't hanging out. I'm going to steal your shit.
It's messed up, but I respect it.
I'd be annoyed, but this is very convenient. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
For having my things in your trunk.
When you say it like that, it sounds weird. But I'll allow it. You're welcome.
I'll take it. Okay, I'll take it. We'll just go with it.
I absolutely love it here.
All right, so this will take at least 15 minutes. It'd be really weird if you're all just sitting around watching me. So I'll get started on this, and you guys do your thing.
Oh, you're a nervous ritualer.
Usually you have to pay a lot of experience for that merit.
I'll find an interesting corner of this definitely not torture room.
Wonderful. Your phone vibrates.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check it. Is it a number I recognize?
It's not what you recognize, but it's not saved in your phone.
All right, then I'll answer it. Yellow.
You answer it. Phone instantly goes disconnects, and it buzzes again as you get a text message.
I'll check it. Who's being sketchy?
It's from the same number that sent you 3.
Of course it is.
But I'm sure that you're excited to hear.
Is it a 4 this time?
It's not. It says Georgia.
Georgia. I'll text him back.
Mm-hmm.
Just the person or the state? Question mark.
Okay.
I'll keep that information to myself for the time being.
Beautiful.
I'll kind of move over with Eva, kind of away from anybody else.
Mhm.
You know, since he's busy checking his trunk and phone, and Carter is now in the midst of summoning. This was kind of different than I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know, but it's different.
But you don't know how different?
You know, Carter is like within blood, and he's strange because he killed people.
I mean,
you know,
I think it's a little weird that we just let her walk away, but I mean,
yeah,
if
this
it's not her, then I'm just gonna leave it.
it's just like I said, it's strange because I'm just not used to him caring about someone.
Yeah, that's definitely weird, but I mean, it people change, we change, I guess. So
It's true, I
kind of
guess.
to be expected.
I mean, does it make you a little nervous?
No,
Okay. If you're good, I'm good.
yeah, I mean, I think we can carry ourselves through this,
Okay.
and hopefully, the other 2 or 3 jump on board.
Yes, I hope so.
Although, I feel like they know we want revenge, but what kind? That hasn't been said yet.
Well, you know, it will be what it will be, yes?
I guess so. I just didn't know. I don't know. I feel like you're following me on this revenge a little bit, and which is great. I'm not going to complain whatsoever. But I'm curious if we should sort of keep them in the loop without keeping them in the loop.
If you think it's for the best. I just worry about someone inside the house, you know, getting a hold of them and coaxing the information from them.
Oh, 100%. Although I was thinking, just as we were talking, do you feel like Augustin still wants to get rid of Nessa?
I think. I don't know. I didn't have an opportunity to interact with Augustin, so. Hard to say.
I mean, yeah, I just was thinking back to his offer, and we just never took either one of them up. So,
Well, it's too late now. I mean,
is it? Maybe he's
But-
just as pissed as everybody else.
but I don't think he would like anything to do with us. Perhaps this is job for Michael.
Right, that's what I was thinking, Carter and Michael.
Okay.
We
this is
can't
good.
go in there demanding things, but
Or asking
They
questions
can.
or doing basically anything, but yes. Okay, it works. We ask them to do it, yes?
yeah. How long are we planning on staying down here? Because I feel like the guy up top might be, getting suspicious if we stay down here too long.
I mean, it's rave. When you rave, you rave. I'll take my phone out and put on some Russian rave music.
Very.
They're very convincing.
Hey, Eva, could you do me a favor, please?
Yes.
Perfect. Could you roll composure plus intelligence for me?
Sure.
I don't like that.
Me neither.
I was gonna say cool and normal.
Totes.
What's the DC?
Oh, it's, let me set that for you real quick here.
Oh my god.
Let me set that for you.
Nothing good has ever come from that sentence.
What do you
I don't like
mean?
it.
You know exactly what we mean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good God. Okay, that's your blood sorcery.
Okay.
I was shitting bricks for a
No,
second.
for a second, I thought it was an Eva roll, and I was like, well, this is on brand.
I'm shitting even more bricks now.
What the fuck? Okay.
No, that's even
Um,
worse.
Can I surge?
You can.
It might not help because I'll still only have 7 dice, but we'll attempt.
Nah,
Lord
you're gonna
have
crit
mercy.
in the best way.
Okay, got to hunger 3.
Love that for all involved.
Well, we're almost to Eva's magic number of 4.
That's what I'm saying.
Good things have been known to happen when he was. Oh no.
4.
All right. Let's see. That
That still fail.
is indeed going to be a bestial failure. And for this, Eva, you we're going to treat this as if it was a critical win from the other party. So you're not going to worry about increasing your hunger or anything like that. But we're going to treat it as if they got a critical success on their roll. You have been summoned, and you must do everything in your power to get there. And I will send you a direct message on who, in fact, is summoning you.
Anybody at home that wants to place your bets, go ahead and place your bets now.
Okay. I will. I'm up. Is it stairs or ladders? I don't know. Okay.
Oh, it's a wonderful, wonderful set of ladder that is between the floor and the little hatch.
Okay. I will go up the ladder
Okay.
without saying anything to Dimitri.
Eva, where are you going?
I just have to check on something.
I'll come with you.
Do I feel like I'm supposed to go alone, or
Let me take a look here.
I think it'd be a shame if we had somebody who was a
my God.
professional in being summoned.
Mm-hmm. You don't know whether or not, there is no command. It's just literally for you to come to that person. You don't have any sort of understanding or feeling beyond the fact that you are being drawn to their location.
Okay, and then last question,
Mhm.
hopefully. Do I feel like I cannot tell who it is? Like, tell Dimitri who it is?
Oh no, you can absolutely. There is no control over your
Okay.
thoughts on anything other than the fact you have to answer the call.
Okay, just making sure. I mean, I guess if you want to come with, but I don't know. I just gotta get there quickly.
Well, I go where you go.
All right, let's go then.
Broskis, we're leaving.
Wait, what? What's going on?
We got shit to do.
What kind of shit? I mean, Carter's kind of in the middle of something.
I know. You hang out with him, and you let us know if anything big come up. We call you.
I'm really trying to fight the parental urge to know who you're going with, where you're going to be, and when you're going to be back. So, okay.
Don't worry, my friend. We call you soon.
All right. That sounds suspicious of you, and it's not suspicious. It's worried.
Dimitri chucks Michael another cell phone. I call you that number, yes?
Sure.
You should probably get rid of old one.
Sure.
All right.
All right. Make your choices.
You'll know better.
Yep, that's what scares me.
That we make amazing choices. Yes, let's go.
Yeah, I'm sure Eva probably didn't wait for me.
Oh,
Oh, no,
absolutely not.
I
It's
was
just
Yeah.
going.
So
going
I'll
as fast as I can, shouting.
go up the ladder, like 3 rungs at a time, and leap out of there, slam the door shut, and chase after Eva, hoping that I catch her before
You
she
see
gets in the
Ashley like very quickly, like she's like outside of like in the more or less the main area of the gas station, as she sort of quickly sees the two of you hurriedly leave. One thing you do notice, Eva, it's definitely pulling you closer towards downtown, but not towards where you would expect, not towards the tower, but closer downtown.
Okay. I think it would be faster if we took the car. Do you want to drive? I could drive. I'll.
I mean, if you want to
Go faster.
practice, just don't kill us. I'll get in the passenger seat.
Okay.
All right.
You hop into the car and begin to drive.
Definitely put my seatbelt on.
Absolutely. During this drive, Michael, the phone that you had received the text message from vibrates again. Another text message comes through.
And what does this one say?
Street.
All right, I'll text back. Just time? Question mark.
5:50 a.m.
It's a little outside my hours of operation. Is there any way we could scoot that forward a little bit?
The next you get is a picture. A heavily bruised, heavily damaged, cuts, missing finger, contact of yours essayed there. And they are sort of spread out. Not like crucified way, but like star like. And you could tell it's on a rooftop. See you at 5:50.
Son of a bitch. All right, I'm gonna check. I'll send Dimitri a thing, like a quick text. on the new phone.
Mhm.
It just says 550. I got a thing.
I immediately call them.
I figured that would get your attention. Hey, bud.
What's going on, bro?
So, feels really kind of goofy to say it out loud, but there's a person, mortal, in my life that maybe got a little mixed up where they shouldn't have. And they got grabbed, I'm assuming, by, somebody that may want to collect some debts from me. Uh, so they sent me place and a time. It's just real close to quitting time, if that makes sense. Like, if you get me. But I mean, I gotta go. I gotta do it.
Okay, why don't you shoot me address and you go scope the area. Check it out. See what it look like. I mean, if you're going into Killbox, I'm sorry, but your mortal friend may need to. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately, but I'm gonna go with option A or plan A. That says everybody standing between me and the friend doesn't.
Okay, so I know this is probably like totally against your entire character, but go check it out. Be cool. Once we get this stuff sorted out, we'll show up and help you take care of. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Keep
sounds
head
good to me.
down. Take pictures.
I'll see if I can talk Carter into it. He's the cooler headed of all of us, I think.
Okay, bro. I call you back soon.
All right, sounds good.
Dude.
Stay safe. I say into the void.
Eva, okay, you got to let me know what the hell's going on, because, like, Michael has some serious shit going on right now. I mean, what the fuck are we doing right now?
I feel like I just need to get to downtown.
What do you mean you feel?
You know what it is.
You're being cold?
Yep.
I mean, you want me to stop you?
I don't know. I have a feeling that it might help.
Do you know who it is?
From your clan of kings. Top
From
dog.
Wait. What? He's awake?
I guess.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm in it. Ride or die, right?
Yeah, but I also don't want to take you away from Michael's stuff either.
Well, let's make this snappy.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, the car goes faster. The pedal under your right foot. Press down!
Oh, that's what that one is. I was pressing the wrong one. Okay.
Oh, shit, I shouldn't have said that.
The car jerks forward as Eva has now officially put metal to the pedal. During this time, Carter, your ritual has been completed. You have a solid connection.
So I guess I haven't talked to her since the Elysium got effed up. So I will definitely start with, are you okay? Are you safe?
Yes, and yes, I am back in Chicago.
Good. I'm safe as well. Is now a time we can talk?
Yes, it is.
So I don't have a real easy way to say this, So I'm just gonna say it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling like perhaps the Indy cam is out of line. The Prince is, as far as we know, in torpor. The place is being run by a fledgling. Their track record at doing anything successfully is terrible. I'm wondering if we should involve the powers that be.
I think that's good if you plan on leaving that place.
Given all that's happening, I don't see how anyone sane could stay here.
Well, I also know from multiple experiences, Carter, that you don't exactly run with the sane and the mentally fortified.
Fair point. I would, in my defense, note that I was pushed into working with some of these people, and they have been quite effective. So,
Oh, their effectiveness is not something I am here to judge. I think they are indeed a very effective group. But that being said, they're also untamed. And half of them aren't even part of our sect any longer. And I don't think the inner circle will stand for the transgressions that I'm sure that the previous Primogen will now happily provide in order to try to save their own hides. And I just am concerned that you would get swept up in that mess.
so make the call and run is more or less what you're advising.
Yes. If you were to make that call.
How would I go about making that call if I felt that's what needed to happen?
There are official channels that need to be headed, as well as proof that such things are taking place. I will say that I think that the inner circle may have some what is the word? Grace for your new prince, as he has just undergone a attack. One that we've only seen since maybe Boston, when as far as the Second Inquisition goes. So they may have pity on him, and he may not receive the same sort of treatment that you may be hoping for, as he's Primogen. He acted underneath the leadership of a previous prince, and in this one he had a short run. Now, that's being said, previous Primogen also will be held to their actions. But I will say may be difficult in a longer trial within the inner circle, depending on what they find.
Would it be preferable then to find a stronger prince to come in and claim Praxis?
That depends on what the inner circle decides to do. If they lay waste to Indianapolis and decide as a whole that the Camarilla does not have enough resources to keep pushing the tower in Indy, then they might just call it. But that does not stop someone from coming in and claiming Praxis after the fact. But I just do not know if someone who does come in and claim praxis will receive the entirety of the large-scale resources available to them if it's not within their own favor of the Camarilla.
Sounds like you're counseling caution, and that this may not go over the way I'd want it to.
I will not pretend to know how the inner circle works. I just always side on caution more than not.
Fair. If it comes to it, my companion Michael, would he be welcome in? Would they be welcome in Chicago?
That is for the prince to decide, not for me. Unless they are part of Clan Tremere.
They are not.
I can't say one way or another. I can put in a good word if they prove beneficial. And it also depends if they're part of a high clan or low clan.
Understood. All right. Well, stay safe. I will be in touch and let you know what I decide.
You as well. Should I begin the preparations, or do you think there's still some time to be decided?
I think there's time to decide. The last thing we would want is to cry wolf, so to speak.
I heard some wolves cry at the Elysium, so to speak.
Yeah, say one was killed by a certain primogen.
Well, maybe they can do something right then there in Indy.
Indeed.
James, be careful, please.
You as well.
I will. And your tie is severed.
Oh, was that severed too soon, or was
Yeah,
that?
it was like in the middle of saying "will," the tie was severed.
That's not good. All right. Well, I snap back up, and I assume I see that Eva's gone.
Eva and Dimitri are both missing, and at this point, Michael just gets off the phone with someone.
Where'd everybody go?
Eva rushed out, claimed she had a thing. That's about as much as I got off of that. Dimitri went with her because, like, that's the way that goes. Oh, also, I have a thing now that maybe you want to be a part of, or maybe you don't, but I need your help. My buddy that gave us the place to lay low, the dude that took him sent me a picture of him all beat up and missing a finger, said meet him at the following address at 5:50 in the morning. So I want to go scope the address and see how absolutely boned we are, or I am.
That sounds like a trap.
Oh, absolutely it does. But I was hoping that, maybe cooler heads prevail, and if you go with me, you can talk me out of doing something stupid if I get there and it's obviously a trap.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk to Ashley and then go check it out.
All right. I'm gonna scoop everything because I've been this whole time before getting on the phone, I was reorganizing the trunk. So now we're gonna scoop everything back in and call it good.
You head back upstairs and find Ashley still on the phone.
I'll make the universal gesture for we should probably go. Can you talk in the car, or do you need more time?
As he sort of looks looks towards you, you can tell face is puffy, eyes are red a little bit, and sleeves sort of wrapped around the wrists are damp. Like she maybe has been crying for a bit. It's been a long phone call.
Okay, need more time. We only have one car, right?
Yes, you guys were just all you three rode together.
We showed up
All
in
right.
a different means than Eva and Dimitri did.
Yep.
All right, Michael, why don't you take the car, and we'll catch up when she's done.
We have the one car. Are you Ubering?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or depending how long it is, I can, maybe you could come back and swing back and pick us up, depending on what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I'll holler if you need me in the meantime. All right.
Yeah, be safe. Don't do anything stupid.
I will absolutely do my best, and you also please be safe and don't do anything stupid. I don't think you will, but it makes me feel better to say it to somebody else.
Totally fair.
All right. Then I'll hop in the car and head off to that Georgia Street address. Want to try to stop a couple blocks early to not just pull up straight in front of the building.
And it's difficult. Downtown is currently bustling with people. People dress up in all sorts of costumes, all wearing lanyards around their neck.
I forgot it's August.
And there is just food trucks that lining all over. And there's a lot of roads that are blocked off.
I'm gonna find parking where I can, and I will walk the rest of the way.
Sure. How close
a little more
do you want to get?
like within a couple of blocks.
Okay.
Like 2 or 3.
Yeah, and as you sort of the closer you get towards Georgia Street, the busier and busier it gets, and you can start hearing loud music playing.
Damn. Before I get out of the car, I'm gonna double check, make sure I've got SI pistol and probably SI pistol and like a knife, like pistol in waistband, knife elsewhere.
Easy enough.
All right, let's get to work.
Okay. As you get closer to Georgia Street, you can hear now where the music's coming from in the middle of Georgia Street. And Ian, you and I have walked down Georgia Street, which has all the lights overhead where like the food trucks and everything are. There are a couple food trucks, but you can definitely tell a bunch of blaring lights. There's a set that's set up that has a DJ that's currently playing through, and you can see the entirety of Georgia Street is currently blocked off for traffic, but it looks like there is a large dance party happening right now. And we're talking hundreds, if not almost 1,000 people.
Why do mortals always have fun? No, they get to have fun in costumes and no cares, and I'm out here looking for a beat up friend. Stupid.
And as a reminder, you're looking at this is currently roughly like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
All right. I swear to God, Jimmy, if you're not here, I'm gonna murder you myself. It's way ahead of schedule. I don't know why you'd be here. And this is all like very low, like muttering to myself walking down the street. Keeping eyes peeled, looking for anybody casing me, casing the place.
Sure, go ahead and roll wits and awareness.
What's an awareness?
DC is going to be 4.
All right.
And since this is the same night as the comic book store, I'm assuming you guys are still blushed up, so you guys don't have to worry about rolling that.
Yeah, I'm gonna willpower that.
Okay.
Hey,
Very nice. 5 successes.
we did it.
You do notice a couple of people. They do look like they have a little like scanner in their hands, but they're at like the entrance points of where this large party is. You can see them sort of as people come and go. They're like scanning the badge that they're all wearing around their neck.
All right. And is this address inside of the scanned area?
So interesting. I mean, you got the numbers that you've been getting throughout the last, year, from all the way from when you guys were in Terre Haute, from this exact same number, and then Georgia Street. So it doesn't look like you received like a.
That'd be 34 Georgia Street, wouldn't it? 34 Georgia Street. Those are the two numbers I remember. Probably been a separate phone since then, so I could be missing a whole part of this.
And also, it switched between either Dimitri's or your phone.
Yeah.
But as you're sort of looking around, you don't see any, like, they're all like buildings here that are like restaurants that are flanking the side of Georgia Street. Besides the end where the convention center sits.
All right. Cool. This is fun and not at all.
But you do see that they look at you, but don't like pay you any mind.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and turn awe on also.
Beautiful.
Trying to figure out what the interaction between like awe and unseen passage would be. Like, do they see me but they don't care, but now I'm also really pretty and invisible, or
You can surely find out if you would like.
no?
But as you sort of activate awe, a lot of people are looking at you now.
I'm cool with that. I mean, they're looking at me. That's not a bad thing. Okay. I'm gonna walk up to one of the people at the gate with the scanners.
Yes.
And just, hey, it should kind of go without saying I'm pretty lost. I'm only in town once, maybe every other year for this whole thing. I know this is Georgia Street.
Yeah.
But I had a buddy tell me that I was supposed to meet them at. Oh, damn it! Now I'm forgetting the address. It has, it's a total long shot. Something 34 Georgia Street. Is that anywhere near here? Do you know? Like, it's a total long shot. I'm sorry.
I know that this is Georgia Street. As far as the address, no, I can't say that I know. I just work here for the convention going on.
No, that makes total sense. Okay, cool. Is there any chance I could get that way so I could try to link up with my buddies? I have my badge. Oh,
cool, I can scan it then.
I forgot my badge at the hotel. I mean,
we could have someone escort you through, but that's the best we can do.
I think that works. I think that's okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you see him like get on a radio. Hey, can we have someone escort this person? They're not here for the party. They're just here to walk on through. And you hear over it. Yeah, we'll have someone right over.
I super appreciate you.
Of course.
I mean, cell phones exist, but you need a better way to be able to like find people when you need them. Am I right?
Yeah, I get it. And you can see that they're like talking to you, but not like they're looking at you and like keep going back and forth between you and looking around them, but definitely like you're grabbing their attention.
Awesome. All right. I kind of like shift around a little awkwardly, like I don't know what else to say here. I want to look at these buildings.
Mhm.
Seeing if there's anything that might any sort of hint, any sort of clue, anything that might be like ironic about anything.
With an insight, please. DC 3.
With
And then when you finish rolling that, can you roll stamina plus composure for me?
You said that the wits insight is DC 3?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll let that one stand. I'll go to the
Perfect.
stamina and composure.
You got it.
What is my rolls? This is stupid.
Oh.
I'm willpowering that.
I wouldn't.
This is dumb.
I wouldn't. I got
not?
one. That's 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. I don't think you can beat that with the willpower.
No, probably not. No, not unless it's like all crits. Even then, I don't think.
You feel as you're sort of waiting, Michael, I need you to increase your hunger by 2 as someone somewhere has drained some of the blood that was moving through you.
Oh, fun. All right. As that happens, I'm gonna like grab my stomach a little bit and look at the guy and go, you know what? I'm gonna be back around a little bit. I'm really sorry. Thank you for trying, but I gotta take care of. And I'm gonna turn around and beeline for the car.
As you do that, can you please roll a just a hunger frenzy for me, please? There's a lot of really good smelling people around here, and you're sitting at 4 hunger.
I don't like that. Come on, you sack of shit. I'm like scared to click the button. It's the same frenzy one way or another, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
Okay. And is there a difficulty attached to it normally?
Yes, it is going to be a difficulty 2.
Okay. Whew! We're good.
You can absolutely feel the beast wanting out. It smells all of these mortals.
So I'm combating it with thoughts of Taco Bell and whiskey.
You're the worst for that.
Uh-huh. It may sound delicious, but you know it sounds fucking awful in the best way. Take that, beast. But yeah, we're beelining to the car. I'm gonna send a text to Carter that just says this was a bad idea.
Perfect. You go ahead and get into the car and send as you are sending a text, get back to the car. This roughly brings us to Eva and Dimitri. You have arrived on the other side of your destination. it looks like at one point, and you see a large crowd of people, loud music playing, as you are on the other side of Georgia Street. But you feel drawn into what looks like a restaurant that hasn't been used in some time, a burger study. But you still feel that pull towards into that restaurant.
I'll head there.
Okay.
I'm on her 6.
Perfect. One moment, please. Bum 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 dum dum bum 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 dum. Um. All right. As you continue heading that way, are you looking for any sort of side entrances? Are you looking for the front door?
I would try the front door to see if it's easy access.
Yeah.
My head's on a swivel. I mean, am I seeing people perched up?
Yeah, roll wits and awareness.
Yeah, because I'm.
DC is going to be
here alone.
DC 4.
Ouch.
Yep.
I gotta make it so hard, man.
It's the beginning. ...
Sounding like the end. ...
Well, there's a beginning to every end.
I'll go ahead and do willpower just because I'm only 2 away. So
You got it.
I mean 1 away. So
Yeah.
we'll go for it. Full send it.
Send
You
it.
got this.
Yes. 5.
5 successes. As you're looking over the round, one, you see a bunch of people hanging out, different costumes. Something big is going on. You've been in Indy long enough where you know that this convention comes around roughly once a year. And this is just a large dance party that they're having in the middle of Georgia Street. But as you're looking around, you see a couple of people who are keeping, like, you sort of lock eyes with for a moment, and they are pale. You haven't recognized these people before, but they are unnaturally pale. Like people who just aren't blushed up. Sort of keeping an eye, watching you, but not being any sort of aggressive or anything, but just sort of watching you guys walk towards the front door.
Are any of them familiar? Like people we've seen? Do any of them look like they were at Elysium?
Go ahead and roll. It will be a very difficult roll because you haven't seen them in quite some time. Intelligence plus resolve.
Difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be 3.
Ooh, got it.
Nice. Yes, you do recognize these individuals as some of the brief interaction that you heard from Carter of the Anarch Tremere who have been posting up on the outskirts of Indianapolis, where you guys sort of also knew that they were sort of staying around where that portal that your brother stumbled upon?
Uh-huh. Yep.
The other half of that portal.
Yes, the clan Total Dicks. Yes, I remember.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not gonna say anything to Eva because I know she's kind of focused on the task at hand, so to speak. But I'll just kind of keep that in the back of my head and make note of where they're at.
Okay.
And like I said, the whole time I'm moving right behind her. I don't want her to get too far ahead of me.
Of course. Eva, you make it to the front door with Dimitri right behind you, and the door is unlocked.
I'll go inside.
You head inside. It looks like there is a bunch of empty space. There's obviously around the restaurant is a plethora of booths with a square bar in the middle of the restaurant. And inside, you see Caleb.
Just sitting there.
He's actually standing within the inside the bar itself.
Yeah, okay. Is anybody else in there?
Let's see here. Yes. No one else is inside.
I'll walk up to Caleb.
You see Caleb sort of open his eyes. It almost looks like he was concentrating on something. I'm glad you were able to answer the call.
Did I have a choice?
You could have drank from the glass, but yes.
You son of a bitch. Why would you do that?
Because you and your old coterie showed us that you can't exactly be trusted. And so,
And you can?
I would like to think so. I served this prince and the previous prince beforehand, and I'm now Prince of Indianapolis.
So, you just decide that since we can't be trusted, that you're gonna pull some bullshit?
Yes.
For what?
I mean, imagine it. It's how much easier it is when people just listen to what you say. Look at your friend Michael and how pliable they were when Nessa was pulling the strings. And now, I have anywhere between 30 to 50 puppets ready to be put into place on both sides.
For what purpose?
Eva. Oh. A safe place for us to live. You see, without coteries doing what they want and possibly threatening our way of life, we get to thrive. We get stronger. We take care of that pesky snake down in Terre Haute. And then we deal with the SI issue. And hopefully the parents play nice and we don't have to go to all-out war.
Think that they'll play nice when they know that you're in control of that many kindred?
Yes. Because who knows how many... There's a lot of people drinking that evening on both sides. And those people have very, very big mouths and are close to very important ears. And I was this close to having one of the most powerful kindred in Indianapolis on my side. Before Carter had to open his mouth and Michael had to go run and start telling Sheldon things.
Who did you really want?
Well, you, of course. There is very few kindred that I would put up in Indianapolis who could take you in a one-on-one fight. And rumor has it that you have some connections to a very, very powerful and very, very old individual that is also on our side for now.
Just because we're from the same clan doesn't mean that we're connected.
Well, when you have between you or that, if you want to call what was left of Fairfield and his group, I would side with you. Hell, I did. You think it was strange that I just let the two of you go? So you could party and enjoy the wine? Enjoy the blood, as it were. I needed you alive.
So your end game is just so that we can live peacefully, as you say.
I have lived through Boston SI. I have lived now through Indianapolis SI. That's all I really want. It's just a silent life. And for some of that to happen, yes, control has to be given or taken, however you want to perceive it. But I promise I do that to strengthen our hold here.
Could have just asked.
And how necessarily well would it have looked if the new Prince of Indianapolis asked an Anarch? I can tell you it didn't look very well when Costell was making these choices. Why would it be any different from the Clan of Kings?
Does anybody else know that you did this?
Oh, I have an entire Primogen who know. Who helped plan. And we all agreed it was safer for Indianapolis.
It's a good thing you know what's safe for Indianapolis.
I would like to think I do. I've been around for a very long time. I've seen princes excel, and I've seen their shortcomings.
Do you trust everybody in your Primogen?
No, I don't. And that's why they willingly drank. Do you trust everyone inside of your what used to be Coterie?
More than anybody else.
And how's that worked out for you so far?
In what way? So far, nobody's gone totally behind our backs.
That you're aware of?
At least that I know.
Sure. I mean, how often can you really trust what Michael's been up to and how long they've been blood bonded after you left to Nessa? Who knows what they could have told? In Carter, the powerful Tremere from Chicago, didn't go looking for you once? Didn't doubt? I mean, where were they? And you see him sort of getting excited in emotion, but sort of reels it back in. I'm just saying, Eva, they may not have always been there for you when you needed it most.
Neither were the Cam.
We may not have
You could have saved our asses, and you did not. You chose not to.
Well, of course, you guys... Well, what do you expect us to do? You guys, on multiple accounts, have been reckless, and we've cleaned up your messes. The best of our capabilities, of course. Some of them you had a hand in. I need both of you guys to go ahead and roll Wits and Awareness. DC 6, please.
I don't even know if that's worth it. I only have 4. And I'm not searching.
Okay. But as much as I would like to have been able to help, there's video proof, and we've tried the very best that we could to scrub that away. We really did. But the internet is a wild place where a lot of things just cannot be deleted. We try to keep it in-house, and we try to keep it within Indianapolis. But now I have a concern. Because there's rumors going around that you have attacked me directly. As you hear a door behind him open, and you hear the sound of 3 sets of footsteps walk through. And you guys recognize the 3 individuals who walk in. As Beryl Underhill walks in. As Claudius walks in. And as why can't I think of his name?
Did you say Claudius?
Yep, Claudius.
Lucas.
Lucas.
My
Both walk in.
sweet boy's alive.
And they...
Hello. How unfortunate timing.
Advise me that you were impeding on their ability to stay neutral when they worked so hard to build it. And you see Mr. Underhill has a very expensive paycheck. Anything you would like to say?
No.
That is. You see Gala begin to sort of fix his tie a little bit.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to look sloppy there.
Dimitri, your phone vibrates.
I'll take it out.
You get a text message from Isaiah saying, "I'm here."
Sweet.
Now, I was really hoping we didn't have to come to this. Because I gotta be honest, I really didn't want to. As I make a roll here. Dimitri,
Yo.
in a blink, you see someone appear before you. But you can't move.
Okay.
As you're now, like, eyes locked to each other. Eva, you see there's now a stake sticking out of Dimitri. As they moved at lightning speed and got a stake inside of Dimitri. And you see Caleb throw his hand through his hair now all sorts of wild. And you begin to see Caleb Let me see here. Things may be interesting. As I look this up right quick. That is in the player's guide, yes.
Yeah.
Is this the what actually?
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
In all the best ways possible.
I can't believe you'd let this happen, Isaiah.
It's the first one.
That's what I figured as well.
The question is not whether to do something stupid, it's when to do something stupid.
Exactly.
That's the right answer. That's correct.
As you look, you can immediately see the stake crumble and turn to ash from Dimitri's chest.
I will grab him by his lapels and give him the hardest fucking headbutt he's ever experienced in his life.
Reeling back. Oh.
I don't die that easy.
Definitely taking this person back. Well, that's a new trick. as this person who you haven't seen before is the one who staked you. Caleb's hair still messy and wild. This evening just got way more enjoyable.
Yes, I agree.
As he pulls out his own steak, not like aggressively, just tosses it out.
Mm-hmm.
Hand on it still, but exposing it. And you've seen this steak before.
Ah, one of those.
Yes, indeed, one of those.
I will open my jacket, reach inside, pull out a bundle of C4. Huh?
I see your steak and I raise you plastique. Your move. Gerald.
Claudius and Lucas, both eyes wide a little bit, take a step back.
It seems to be a trend.
Beryl takes a step forward. I think what my childer is attempting to say is that we expect this behavior from the rebellious type, but not one of high stature, one of a higher calling.
You may live in place where you have ability to ignore the realities of the world. I come from country where life is cheap. People die in the gutters. The rich aren't even rich. They are barely wealthy, so to be blue blood is worthless. You must kill to live. This is what I learned. This is what I do. I am Clan of Kings. I make no bones about this, but I have different way of solving problems than sitting down at the table and negotiating. When I negotiate with someone, if I don't like their terms, I break their legs, cut off a finger or two, do what's necessary to make them come around to my way of thinking.
Dimitri. Caleb sort of looks around.
I like your hair that way, by the way. Looks good.
Eva, what do you desire most in this own life?
Really, only one thing.
Which is?
To get revenge for on somebody who killed somebody. Very important to me.
And what if I could offer you that revenge, guaranteed, no questions asked?
It would depend on what the payment is.
An eye for an eye. You see, I believe I know who you are crossed with. And I may have that person tied up and ready for you to deal with them as you would like. They may be out of location.
I'll lean into Eva and say, "We need receipts, proof."
And I know you don't care about status. That's obvious. And I will give you the coordinates of where this individual is located.
You said it yourself. How can I trust?
I can show you pictures. I can have you take a video call with someone that I have guarding the package. But this person has been a thorn in my side for long enough. And it can all be yours, Eva, if you just perform one final death. For me.
So if this individual is a thorn in your flesh, you say, why don't you just take care of the issue?
Oh, I can't. They're on my primogen. But you see, if you kill Dimitri, I'll give you Nessa in a box for you to do whatever you see fit for however long you see fit, Eva. I'll even give you this steak. Do a job for you. I'll give you Nessa. And I'll say Nessa left back to Paris. There's no blood hunt on you. Dimitri dies. You can deal with however you need to cope with that. And you have a new punching bag to do all the coping you could possibly need.
And if I say no?
I let Nessa know. And she does with that information as she sees fit. But it's been a very long 8 months since you've really spent some time with Nessa, and I have a feeling that she's got some new tricks up her sleeves that don't necessarily work on people that have a little bit more of a unswayable mind, as it were. Oh, one moment. He reaches inside his jacket and pulls out his phone, puts it on the bar, and slides it and presses a button. You begin to hear the sound of a FaceTime pop up. And you see a video of someone looking at it, wide-eyed. You don't recognize this person, but they look extremely plain and not special in the slightest. And they turn the camera over. Sure enough, Nessa, staked.
I don't pick up the phone. I'm just going to kind of lean over to see the FaceTime.
Yeah, you see her staked.
Is there a roll I could make to try to get a sense of how Eva is feeling right now?
Sure, what's an insight?
I'm bad at this, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It might be.
If I remember correctly, it's not super hot.
It's not.
Eva, with 2 successes, I'll let you sort of be the deciding factor on how much you are. I guess the better question is, are you trying to keep yourself composed? Are you trying to make sure like these emotions aren't flying through?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, then go ahead and please go ahead and roll resolve plus composure. Okay. She seems like the conversation isn't getting to her, isn't boiling over any points. It looks like she's just gathering information at this point. I'm keeping a very level head.
Cool.
But yeah, Eva, you look up and over. Her eyes are closed, with a bandana wrapped around her eyes. Large headphones placed over her ears. And you can see what looks like dried blood coming from underneath the headphones, going down her neck a little bit. But staked nonetheless.
Would I know if using blink I could stake someone pretty fast?
You could make the distance where I would give a like a lower their chance to dodge it, but it's not like the ability you saw earlier with like lightning strike, where they don't get a chance to resolve it. But they can definitely be surprised.
I would look at Dimitri.
I'll kind of walk close to her. What do you want to do, little sister?
That's the hot question right now.
Your ball game.
If we're gonna go out, we're gonna go out swinging.
Is there a... When we came in, were there windows?
Yes, there's windows on the front of the building that
Like
it goes
the door,
from. The
that we
door,
came through?
the door is glass, but also
Mhm.
there's a set of windows that go across the entire front of it.
Okay. You know the odds are not in our favor.
No, yeah, I do know that. Would have been nice if we had other people backing us up, but
Well, you know, we didn't know what this was.
sure. How close is I forget his name. Caleb's childer.
Wait, Caleb's sire.
Oh yes. Sorry.
He's on the other side of the room.
So he's not close.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna reach in my pocket and text Isaiah to get out.
Okay.
If I'm gonna talk to Dimitri, if I do something, would you have my back?
I mean, fuck yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up straight, like after I'm done talking to Dimitri. Also with being like summoned, would that hinder me from hurting Caleb?
Would not.
I'll go ahead and activate toughness.
That is a fair thing I will allow.
It's getting real, dog.
Yeah, I've rolled a couple rouse checks as we're going.
Okay, we're getting ready to do this.
We are.
I'm gonna
Alright.
look you. Hold on, I'm gonna look you in the eye first. Be like, have you ever willingly given in to your beast?
Yes.
Nah, let's fucking do it now. And I will
I'll look at
enter
Caleb.
a frenzy.
Oh man.
Well, this escalated quickly.
You know, you don't put two tough ass motherfuckers who don't like people talking shit to them in a room and talk nothing but shit to them.
I asked you to make good choices when you left.
Hey man, sometimes.
Lucas would like to back out of the room.
Claudius will find a spot, like find a nice booth to watch from.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
definitely what's going to happen.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
folks are
yeah,
not-
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I will do a fury frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna ride the wave, motherfucker.
I love all of this. Just one moment for me, please.
I'd whisper to Dimitri, like, I have a plan. Follow my lead.
Okay.
Did you miss the part where he beasted out?
I mean, I'm beasted out, just not. It's on
We
the
have a
inside.
plan. Kill them!
I have a plan.
Solid
It's like Dimitri's
plan.
face kind of elongates a little bit, and his mouth's kind of hanging open. He's drooling. His teeth are all long and sharp.
It's got slightly different art.
Yeah.
It's like just a little bit of it.
Um. Okay. As
If you pull this off, we will be able to claim Praxis.
okay. Looking at the initiative here, Dimitri, you still have 5, and Eva, you are also at 5, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
How is that calculated?
that is calculated by... hold on, I have to open up a copy of it.
Composure plus awareness, is that right?
Does that equal 5 for y'all?
Does for me.
That feels correct, but I'll double check. But that feels correct. Sorry, just real quick looking up, guys.
Unacceptable. How dare you?
I know, right? Who goes first? Composure plus awareness. Yeah, cool. And what is yours, Isaiah?
3.
3?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure he's doing the same thing that everybody else is, which is watching to see when this is going to pop off and try to get in first. So, yeah, that's initiative.
Caleb will go first. As he simply reaches into his jacket and holds up 2 grenades.
Oh.
You can see the word light written on the side of them. Pulls the triggers on them.
Oh, no.
Holds it. Eva, what do you say?
Say the line.
Oh my God, they line.
I was going to say, if we're delaying and waiting for responses, I do want to do stuff. So this would be a good time for a cool line.
Eva, it's your turn.
You want me to make a decision while you're threatening me?
I'm just making sure I have precautions. I know what I ask is not a simple ask.
I'm going to blink. Is Caleb by the bar? Like right
Caleb's
next to the bar?
inside of the square bar. He's inside of it.
Is his back turned where I could get like on top of a counter?
Yeah, definitely could.
Okay, I'm gonna blink up to the counter.
Okay, you activate your blink. Please go ahead and roll your rouse check.
Hungrier.
Nom nom.
Let's do this.
That's 4, right? That's the magic number.
That's the magic number. Everything great happens when Eva's at 4 hunger, is all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. That's when shit goes down.
Okay, you blink up behind him.
I'm gonna grab his hands. Really tight.
Go ahead and roll strength plus brawl. Surprised he will try to resist.
What?
God damn. Your dice are on
Dude,
fire.
they're insane right now.
Oh.
I'm gonna try
Willpower
to
reroll.
willpower.
Please, please.
Nope.
Damn.
You go to reach out. He happens to see you reach over and brings his hands down, and you just sort of reach right past him. Next up is Dimitri. You see Eva blink up onto the bar behind him, try to reach for his hands as he grows out and drops them down. Still grenades in hand, but brings down. And you see that he's got a very big toothy grin on his face.
I will charge the bar, jumping over it and giving him like a big splash. So I land my full body on top of his and crush him down to the ground.
Let's go ahead and roll. I still think that's strength plus brawl. Seems good.
Sounds good to me. Five successes.
I will give him a 1 die penalty because he's already trying to dodge out of one person's grab. So he's going to go ahead and get a negative on that. Oh, so close. You go ahead and hit him.
Like I said, I'm just bringing all 100% dead 260 pounds weight on top of him. Just
Okay. As you impact him, the grenades drop out of his hands as he smacks against the ground.
Oh, I was hoping since he had crossed his arms in front of him.
Well, I mean, he didn't.
That
He
he'd
just
be
brought
pressed.
him. Yeah, he brought him down. But
Right.
let me go ahead and see. Let me roll here and see what we can do and see if it pins or not. All right. You get one arm pinned and one arm down, and it's hold the grenade here. The other one does drop down. You have a power that lets you react extremely fast.
I'll yeet it over the
I will
Towards,
say you either
the other guys.
You either have the opportunity because of where you are. You already use your action, as it were, to like get him and hit him down. You either have the opportunity to jump on it or get up and over.
I can't yeet the grenade itself over the bar.
You won't have enough time to get up and over before it goes off.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going on top of it.
Okay. You go on top of it.
Ouch!
As Eva, you haven't seen this in at least 6 years. But a light as bright as the sun pops off underneath Dimitri. Dimitri, you take 7 points of aggravated damage as you get hit with the power of the sun.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4,
And it is like
5,
taking damage
6.
from sunlight, so I don't know if that overrides any of your toughness.
Let me look.
Fortitude plus.
Fortitude plus. And with that grenade going off, that's what we'll go ahead and wrap up for tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Dimitri, we'll see how that impacts, in maybe not the best term of use, but impacts you later.
I'm alive.
Love that.
Barely.
But you go ahead and you jump on the sunlight grenade. And that's where we will go ahead and wrap up for this evening. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Really do appreciate it. This episode has been, once again, sponsored by the one, the only Adventure Dice. So make sure to swing over to adventuredice.ca and use code JBeers for 10% off. And we will see you guys not next week. I will be out of town next week. But the following week, we will come back for another episode of Indy by Night. I know this cliffhanger is the one we're leaving a whole week off on. You guys are welcome for that.
Torturing us for 2
You're
weeks.
welcome.
Well,
But thank you guys again, and I will see you guys next time on another episode of Indy by Night. And again, this was episode titled The Beginning, ... And we'll see you guys later. Bye.